What's up guys, this is Matt, and today I'm going to be bringing you a real versus fake Bred 11 2012 mid video. Now, these are not the recent low tops, these are the mids, as you can see. Now here's the Flight Club sticker, the regular tag, and of course we have both receipts, one from Champs and one from Flight Club. Now, for this video I'm not going to have two sneakers, a real and a fake, because you really don't need a real or a fake next to each other to tell the difference between these Bred 11s. Now, first things first, when you get into the box, on this flap right here, you're going to want to have a stamp. If that stamp is not visible, you know, that's the first thing to question, like where is that stamp? It should be right in that place. Now, this thing right here, whatever you want to call it, fake's got it spot on, so that doesn't even matter. There's so many fake Bred 11s out there, different varieties, that, you know, there's no point of going over these little bitty flaws that nobody really cares about, because, like, you know, of course they get out of the plastic carbon fiber, of course, you know, that Jordan might not be on third shoestring, but come on, I mean, if you don't know how to tell those fakes, then, I mean, obviously, look, the carbon fiber on the fakes might be like plastic carbon fiber, but on the good fakes, it's going to look like carbon fiber, you know, and the picture's going to look the same. You can't just put up a picture and say, oh, you know, maybe are these real or fake? You can't tell by the picture. You need to tell if you have it in your hand. That's the only way you can really tell with these Breds, because they make them so good now. Now, this paper, look at how faded the Flight's symbol is. Look at how faded it is throughout the whole paper. On the fakes, the paper is going to look like this. Look at the difference between that and this. Look how dark this is. You're not. This is obviously going to be fake. You know, it's never going to be so visible. So if on like an eBay auction, you know, somebody has like this kind of paper, and then, you know, they're going to put this on top of it, you're going to be able to see that it's just too dark of a shade to be real. You know, once again, let me get a better view of the real versus fake. Look, it's such a big difference. Like, you could barely see it on the real one. On the fake, look how it just pops out. Now, that's about it for the box and the paper. You know, if you're doing it just by the box, I mean, come on, what if somebody just has them in their hand? You know, they bought it out of the box or whatever. So here we go. Number one way that I like to tell, first off, right off the bat, take your Bred 11s, put the laces up a little bit, and take out those shoe trees. Alright, there's one. And here we go. Take a look at this glitter on this tree, on this shoe tree. Let me see if I get a close-up for this. You guys. Here. All right, look at this glitter. Look at this flawless shoe tree. You see how it glitters like almost like a brand new car that has this kind of metallic finish. You're gonna see this on like luxury sports cars. You're gonna have like this kind of glittery finish on this shoe tree, and you're not gonna see a single flaw. You're not gonna see any black dots. Nothing. Zero. Nothing's gonna peel off. Everything's in there. If something's peeling off your shoe tree, your Bred 11s are fake. If you have any single tiny little black dot embedded inside under the layer of like clear coat, like any kind of like these little tiny black dots you'll see on the fakes, they're gonna have these little tiny black dots everywhere, and you're not gonna be able to scrub it off. And even if something is scrubbing off, you hear something. You're not, listen, you can't hear anything when you rub this. If it's making like this kind of weird noise, like this, it's only making that noise because I'm going over the indented Jumpman, right? But let's say it's making this noise somewhere like over here. It's fake, you know. It's just fake material. Any little flaw on here, any like non-shine. Look how shiny this is. If you're not getting this kind of glow on the fakes, automatically they're fake. If you take this in person and you take a fake one in person, you're gonna be able to tell so fast. It just takes some experience, but like I said, any single black dot on here, it's definitely fake. Now, second thing, you're gonna want to look at this height on the back. look at how low the patent leather sits. It's almost the same exact size as the midsole, the patent leather cut. Patent leather cut midsole, same exact size. That's how it's gonna be. On the fakes, you're gonna have it like way up over here or way up over here. You know, it's just gonna be in a ridiculously high spot. You want your patent leather to be approximately, it's not always gonna be exactly the same as the patent leather size, but approximately the same as the patent leather size. This is like the maximum height you're gonna get on this one. That's the maximum height. Now on the 23, on your Bred 1123s, you're gonna want to see like this even parallel spacing all around. If over here, like on the back of the 3, it's like out over here, you know, it might like have this huge gap right over here, or a huge gap over here on the 2, or maybe over there. It's fake. It's not real. It's never gonna have such a huge gap over here, over here, over here. It's always gonna be like this more or less parallel kind of design, sleek, cool parallel design. You see, you're not gonna see the stitching over here on the back of the heel. You know, you're not gonna have any like showing stitching. It's always gonna be this thin kind of 23 on that back. You're gonna have this thin 23. If you see any like stitching coming out or something like any more than that, you know, your pair is most likely not authentic. Now, one more thing is going to be right over here on the laces. Notice how now these are not even laced up that hard. These are laced up like a decent amount. Now look at how there's like this little crease on every single one of these lace holes, I guess, whatever you want to call it, the little things that the laces go through. You're gonna have these little creases on every single one. If you don't have any creases on your lace holes, guess what? Your pair is definitely not authentic, because the fakes make it so big that there's no way that there's gonna be a crease. They can never get it right. This right here is always so much of like the material is used that it will never ever crease. Once again, let me show you how these creases look. It's just gonna be this little indentation in the middle, but it's gonna be something. You know, if you don't have anything at all, they're most likely fake. You know, the see-through, the fakes pretty much got that right. You know, they used to be all like filled in and it was terrible, but I mean they got it spot on now. You know, as for the laces and the material, pretty much the same. Now the carbon fiber is a very good way to tell also, but you need to know what you're talking about, because the fakes are, when you take a picture of the fakes, it's gonna look like it's carbon fiber, but it's really not gonna be carbon fiber. You're gonna glide your finger. Listen to how you could feel like there's these little, the carbon fiber doesn't really come up that much as on other pairs of other pairs of General Jordan 11s, but you're gonna feel this kind of texture, and you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear like it's gonna sound like almost you're scraping metal on metal, because it's, you know, the carbon fiber is made out of like just these very thick fibers. You're gonna hear that noise if you're gliding your finger across your carbon fiber, and it's like it feels flat, like it's like you rub your finger and you don't feel a single bump. It's just completely flat. Your pair's fake. Same thing goes for if it's a little bit too square. If you see like it's square like checkerboard pattern, it's most likely gonna be fake also. You know, and also if you're rubbing this and like you see like some kind of like glue silicone material coming off as you're rubbing this, your pair is definitely fake. There's nothing is gonna rub off of the real pair at all. Nothing. So once again, your pair, if it's real, you're gonna glide your finger across and you're gonna feel bumps, and you're gonna hear this carbon fiber noise. You're gonna feel the bumps. You're gonna feel these bumps. On the fakes, it could either be flat, so it's gonna just feel like, you know, you're gliding your finger like across the table. It's gonna feel like this, but it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this, but it's gonna feel like this. And on the fakes, it could also be too square. It could be extremely square. And also, the last thing for the fakes, when you rub it, if you rub this and some kind of silicone, rubbery material, glue-like thing is coming off of this carbon fiber, your pair is fake. And there you have it, guys. That is the way to tell whether or not your Bred 11s are real or fake. You don't need a second Bred 11 with you, all you really need to know is, you know, the difference in the material. That's the big thing, the difference in material that is used, as well as the different cuts. You know, like I said, the back over here, the patent leather cut over here, these gaps are going to be huge and disproportional, and over here this material is also going to be different, and it's not going to crease like that on the fakes. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if this video really helped you figure out whether or not your pair is real or fake, and leave a comment below for any other sneakers you want me to do reviews about. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.